Hey Fragrance Junkie gang, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. Bath & Body Works is currently having a $13.95 candle sale, and since I had a 20% off coupon that was going to be expiring in a week, I think, I decided to go ahead and partake in this candle sale because while I initially went into the store to shop for the Stranger Things candles, newness was out. Fall newness was out on the floor, and some returning scents that I wanted to try that I never tried before, and some things that I had before that I wanted to pick up. So because I have been away from the Bath & Body Works store for a minute, going inside, seeing the new floor set, smelling all the fall fragrances and getting the fall vibes and feels, I went a little crazy. So grab a snack, grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's hop into this fall candle haul. First up, we have the Together Weather 3-Wick Candle. I absolutely enjoyed this in the body care when it was first released as the Cinnamon and Sandalwood Aromatherapy fragrance, and then it got repackaged and renamed as Together Weather. Just to give you guys a close-up of the wraparound label, absolutely love this color and the packaging style. And to my nose, this smells exactly like the body care. So if you enjoyed the body care fragrance, I would say go ahead and snatch up the candle, because usually when Bath & Body Works puts body care fragrance into candle form, they usually sell out very quickly. So if you enjoy that fragrance, pick it up, but I will definitely do a dedicated review of it here on the channel for you guys. Honey Wildflower is another body care fragrance that I was happy to see released in candle form. Now, I believe this one was out before in candle form, but that was before I got back into shopping home fragrance with Bath & Body Works. Honey Wildflower has scent notes of crisp pear, fresh wildflowers, and sweet honey. And to my nose, this smells exactly like the body care. It is a sweet, fruity, floral fragrance. So if you know you like Honey Wildflower in the body care, or if you like sweet, fruity florals, this is perfect for the fall because it's a nice, cozy, sweet floral. You definitely get that honey note. So I was excited to see this one return in candle form. If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know how I feel about Sunrise Woods. I have officially nicknamed this my cozy berry fragrance. Sunrise Woods has scent notes of creamy sandalwood, sweet berries, and cozy cashmere. And to my nose, this smells exactly like the body care. So if you know you love your body care fragrances and home fragrance, then definitely scoop up Sunrise Woods. This has been out and returning for the past, I think it was 2 years, because we had two different packages of it. The first fall that it came out, I believe it was 2021 or 2. I think it was 2022. And then it came back in 2023 in like that wood grain collection. And now we have the 2024 packaging. Y'all know green is my favorite color. I started to leave Sunrise Woods behind because prior to having my Hurricanes, I was burning this in my bedroom. And while it is a nice, soft, cozy, intimate bedroom scent, it was like a low medium for me, like a 5 out of 10 for me in my bedroom. But now that I have my Hurricanes, I could probably boost it up to at least a 6, and I'm okay with that. So I had to spin the block and go ahead and pick up my Cozy Berry Sunrise Woods. Another fragrance that I decided to bring home, Whipped Honey and Vanilla. Whipped Honey and Vanilla has scent notes of fresh vanilla, golden honey, and blossoming neroli. And you definitely get like a nice, soft, cozy, warm honey fragrance. I can't speak on if this is a repackage of the golden honeycomb candle that was out before, because I never purchased that one. So it could possibly be, but this is my first experience with this fragrance. So this is a new to me candle, and I will definitely review it here on the channel for you guys. Next up, we have Maple Pumpkin. Absolutely love the label design on this candle. And if you see it in person, it actually has, these kind of look like stickers. Like they look raised and embossed. It looks really, really pretty, giving all of the fall vibes. Maple Pumpkin has scent notes of pumpkin spice, sweet maple syrup, and brown sugar. And on cold, the dominant note to my nose is the maple syrup, followed by the brown sugar. I don't get much spice on cold, so you will have to be a lover of sweet maple syrup fragrances in order to enjoy this candle, but it does smell delicious on cold. I hope that it has a nice strength and throw, but not one to where this can turn cloying, because I can see some people smelling this on cold and feeling like it's going to be overly sweet and cloying. But all of the new fragrances that I picked up will definitely get dedicated reviews here on the channel, so I will bring you guys all my thoughts once I light this one up. Next up, we have Fall Apple Cider. Fall Apple Cider has scent notes of crisp red apple, caramel drizzle, and spiced cider. And on cold, I get a blend of a Granny Smith apple and a Red Delicious apple. So it's like, it's tart, but then it's sweet at the same time. And then you get a nice balance of caramel with the apple. I don't get much spice, so to me, this leans more like a caramel apple than an actual apple cider. But we'll see what happens when I light this one up. But it smells good on cold, so I decided to bring it home with me. Next up, we have Apple Crisp. Apple Crisp has scent notes of caramelized apple, cinnamon crumble, and sugared oats. And on cold, this smells yummy. This is definitely more of a apple baked good type of fragrance. You definitely get all the scent notes. You get the caramel apple, you get the cinnamon, and you get the oat note. The oat note does stand out in this candle, which to me makes it unique and different. So I can't wait to see how this translates when burning, but on cold, it smells delicious. Moving on to the next crate, Mountain Teakwood. I have been picking this candle up since it came out. This is a nice, fresh, clean fragrance that's kind of outdoorsy and also leans aromatherapy at the same time. Mountain Teakwood has scent notes of crisp mountain air, rich teakwood, and a touch of fresh eucalyptus. And this is so nice and fresh. If you usually don't like the teakwood flankers or the original mahogany teakwood or mahogany teakwood intense, this is not too heavy on the teakwood, but the eucalyptus to me is more of the present and dominant scent note in this candle. So if you like fresh, clean fragrances, you can't go wrong with this candle. It's not super overpowering or headache inducing, at least not to me. I'm able to burn it in my bedroom and get a nice strength and throw out of it without it becoming headache inducing. And while I was shopping, I was looking at the collections and trying to match all the fragrances. So Leaves is also in this collection, and I think it was Afternoon Apple Picking. I decided to leave Leaves behind, and I had Afternoon Apple Picking, but it had those struggle wicks on it. They look like the White Barn core wicks, but they was given Radiant Red Maple and Orange, I think it was called Orange Citrus Grove or something like that. So I just left it behind. I don't feel like struggle burning candles. It's bad enough when you get something and the wicks start looking like they're getting puny and you got a cotton ball and all that. So I already have 2 Radiant Red Maples from last year that I have to deal with that. So maybe if I see some reviews from my fellow reviewers and they mention that it burns fine with those wicks, I may go back and pick it up if it doesn't sell out. But this is definitely a nice, fresh, you know, different from the apple spice and the pumpkin spice fragrances. So, you know, if you like fresh fragrances, then Mountain Teakwood is a good one. Then we have Honeycrisp Apple. Now, I have never had this candle before. I wasn't a big fan of Bath & Body Works red apple fragrances, and I almost picked up Pumpkin Apple because that one used to be off-putting to me on cold as well. This year it actually smelled good to me, but I didn't want to overload of apple candles with what I already had at home. So as I smelt all 3 of them side by side, I went with Honeycrisp Apple. Love the packaging. This is another one that has like the shiny apples. They almost look like stickers, but it's pretty. And this one leaned more like just a fresh, crisp apple scent. So of course I went more fresh. Afternoon Apple Picking was fresh too, because I think they had a pear note. And then Pumpkin Apple was nice, but I have Apple Pumpkin in an 18-ounce 3-wick from Yankee that I didn't even burn yet. So I had to leave some things behind, but Honeycrisp Apple has scent notes of golden honeycrisp, apple blossom, and fresh sugar cane. And yes, this is just a nice, well done on cold, because I know some of these apple fragrances can change up when you light them. But on cold, this is just a nice, fresh, crisp fall apple. Reminds you of the kids going back to school, the teacher having the apple sitting on their desk. That's what this reminds me of, and this will be getting lit immediately, because I feel like while we're still getting like those cool mornings and it gets warmer in the afternoon, I can tolerate burning this because it doesn't have spice in it. So I'm happy to have picked this one up finally. Farmhouse Pumpkin and Spice. Let me tell you all, if you have been anticipating the return of spiced pumpkin and patchouli, I am pretty sure this is a repackage of that candle and it has a new name. Farmhouse Pumpkin and Spice has notes of heirloom pumpkin, patchouli, and fall spices. Does those scent notes sound familiar to you guys? Yes, this is, I feel like this is spiced pumpkin and patchouli. But then sometimes I get In a weird way, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of Moonlit Graveyard mixed in here with the Spiced Pumpkin and Patchouli. But I'm pretty sure this leans more Spiced Pumpkin and Patchouli than Moonlit Graveyard, you guys. So don't think I'm saying this is a repackage of Moonlit Graveyard. It's just I probably wanted that candle to come back so bad. But yeah, this is giving Spiced Pumpkin and I'm pretty sure this is Spiced Pumpkin and Patchouli. So if you were anticipating this candle returning as much as I was, because when I didn't see it in the neutrals lineup, I was like, oh my gosh, another great one that they didn't bring back. But when I saw this candle and I looked at the scent notes and I smelled it, I was like, oh, there she is. I felt relieved. So pick this one up if you were looking for something close to Spiced Pumpkin and Patchouli. Harvest Gathering is another candle that I pick up every year. Harvest Gathering has scent notes of fresh picked apple, autumn berries, and clove buds. And this is so beautiful. If you know, you know. Harvest Gathering is amazing. You get the berries, you get the spice. Perfect candle to burn in November for Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'm gonna save this one because every time I say I'm gonna save a candle for a particular month, by the time that month rolls around, I may or may not have burned it, and then I have to hold on to it for the next month because right after Thanksgiving is Christmas, and I plan to start burning my winter holiday since the beginning of November. I feel like holiday, you get such a short, you know, time frame to burn those type of scents, but then there's still nice wintry scents that come out that you can still burn throughout the winter time. So, but this one, I don't know if I can hold on to this one until November. I may, but I might be dipping and burning it here and there as the months get cooler and it's time to start, you know, breaking out the spice scented candles. Absolutely love Mahogany Vanilla, and with this packaging, there was no way I was leaving this candle behind despite having one from, I think, last fall's collection. So I'll burn that one first and hold on to this one. Mahogany Vanilla has notes of warm vanilla, fresh bergamot, and sweet sandalwood. I don't even have to smell this one. I already know. It's like the, I don't want to say female version of Mahogany Teakwood, but it's the more sweeter, smoother version that's less masculine than Mahogany Teakwood. So if you know, you know. This is amazing. I get it every time it comes out, and I will probably always repurchase this candle because I haven't gotten sick of it yet. So I doubt I will because I limit myself, y'all. I try to get maybe like 2 or 3 and spread them out as I'm, you know, burning them through the cooler months. But Mahogany Vanilla is fire. If you have not tried this, it's like how Palo Santo and Vanilla is to the original Palo Santo. That's what this is to like the original Mahogany Teakwood. And then a candle I usually pass on every year, Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. This must have smelled amazing to me in store because I always said this one was too sharp and too heavy on the spice notes. Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin has warm cinnamon, fresh ground clove, vanilla cream, and brown sugar. And I feel like in this batch, the vanilla cream must be toning the spices a little bit, and then the brown sugar is sweetening up the spices. So for some reason, this one smells more well blended and rounded to me on cold this year. And I think that's why I took to it this year versus previous years where it just smelled like harsh spices. So when I light it, we'll see if it still remains that way on like how it is on cold. It's more of like a, it's still spicy, but it's more toned, you know? So I'm gonna try it out in my open concept. I don't know, more than likely in the empties video, I'll give you guys my thoughts on it because I feel like by now everybody knows about Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. But I'll definitely keep you guys posted as I burn this one and finish it, what my overall thoughts, you know, are on this candle as far as this year's version. We're down to the last 4 candles, you guys. Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. I usually don't go for this candle. I've had it before and just felt like it was okay. Again, y'all know I'm not a gourmand lover. But again, just wanting those cozy fall feels in my house all fall long, I decided to go ahead and pick it up because I went this long. I think this was this one of the first releases for fall, like fall preview or fall 1 floor set? And I just kept passing over it like, I'm not getting that. Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun has scent notes of warm cinnamon roll, pumpkin spice, and vanilla frosting. And while to me this isn't a bakery like heavy Cinnabon fragrance. It smells more like a spiced cream cheese frosting to my nose, and I plan to blend this with another candle that I picked up. Pumpkin Cupcake. I am going to blend pumpkin cupcake and pumpkin cinnamon bun together in my open concept and see what happens. Pumpkin Cupcake has scent notes of whipped buttercream, Madagascar vanilla, pumpkin spice, and freshly baked cupcake. And this one kind of smells, it leans more frosting forward than like the bakery cupcake. But you do get spice in this one. So it smells like buttercream frosting with spice to my nose. Maybe when I burn it, the cupcake note will come through more. If it doesn't, it's fine. But absolutely love this packaging. And I have others with this type of package style. So like I said, as I was shopping, some candles I did look like, okay, stacking those up. I like cohesiveness when I stack my candles on my candle table or my candle shelves. So I try to, like, you know, for aesthetics. But I also make sure it's scents that I'm going to enjoy too. So I really don't buy just based off of packaging. I mainly focus on the scent. And I did want to throw in some like sweet gourmand fragrances on top of the apple spice and pumpkin spice and fresh scents as well, so I can have a little bit of everything. So I ended up picking up pumpkin. Oh, this also, pumpkin cupcake, it has nostalgia for me. This was the first candle Shy bought me for Christmas. He knew I loved candles, but he did not know I wasn't a gourmand lover. He almost picked up hot cocoa and cream. Thank God he didn't, because that, I'm not a fan of that candle. I know a lot of people are, but when I pulled this out the bag, I just was like, oh, thank you, you know, because he didn't know I was more of a fresh lover, especially back then. And when I lit this candle, I fell in love with it. So when I saw it was released and I liked the packaging, I was like, I gotta get the candle. Like, it's so nostalgic for me. So that's another reason I picked up Pumpkin Cupcake. Pumpkin Snickerdoodle was another gourmand that I smelt on cold. And normally I'm like, oh, it's just a basic sugar cookie type of fragrance with spice added, but it smelled amazing in the store. Pumpkin Snickerdoodle has scent notes of warm sugar cookies, ground cinnamon, fresh nutmeg, sprinkled with sugar. And this definitely is a, you know, baked cookie with spice, pretty much. This one leans more of a baked good fragrance to me than Pumpkin Cinnabon and Pumpkin Cupcake. Love the simple label on this candle. And this one I'm happy to see came with the thin core wicks. So I will be happy to light this up in my open concept and see what happens. And then last but not least, a candle I went back and forth because I think this has been coming out for 2 years now and I have passed on it every time it was released. Autumn Chai. Autumn Chai has scent notes of cinnamon chai, French vanilla froth, smooth caramel. And in store, for some reason, this one always smelled like real soft and subtle to me. So that was another reason why I passed it up, but the fragrance on cold is really nice. So this year I decided to be curious, take it home and burn it. Worst case scenario, if I'm not feeling it, you know, return it gently used, of course, but I rarely do that unless a candle just performs terribly or I'm getting zero strength and throw from it. But I definitely get that smooth caramel note, and I don't drink chai, so I don't think chai has caramel in it. I think it's more of like a spice beverage, and this not even heavy on the spice. I feel like I get more of the caramel and vanilla. Caramel, vanilla, and light spice in this candle. So maybe when I burn it, the spices will come through more. And even though this isn't new, it's new to me. So I may review this one here on the channel for you guys. If you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for sticking around. That is all I had for this haul. Between this haul, which I think it was 18 candles or 17. 18 of these candles plus the Stranger Things 21 candles. But I'm going to have fun reviewing all of the new fragrances for you guys. So I'm looking forward to that, as well as enjoying all of the fall scents. I'm going to start really digging into my apple fragrances, switching my candle holders out, putting out more fall themed things, doing my whole shelves and candle table over with all of my fall fragrances that I need to burn through and enjoy. I believe I have 2 more haul videos for you guys, and that will wrap it up with the hauls, and then I will get into post-burn reviews. If you happen to like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, bye.